Hi, my name is Sean Bouchard, and this is a extra special super secret bonus slightly drunk edition of not Mostly Walking. It's post Mostly Walking play-by-play when I do play-by-play secret bonus edition. Hi, Shiro. After Mostly Walking, when I've had a little bit too much to drink. And then we're going to play Mass Effect. And it's going to be great. It's super. Did I hit the record button? I think I hit the record button. Yeah. It's all good. Okay. I went to a place, like a planet, that was one of the, like, 3 planets that I could go to. It's the second one that I'm going to. And I feel like I should talk to, so I came here and I fought off a bunch of Geth who were like invading, and now, I remember the guy told me that like they needed food and water and stuff like that.
You'll have to forgive my wife.
So I'm gonna like
she just
talk
needs
to
to
all
relax
these people.
and accept what's happened.
Accept what's happened? What does that mean?
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Bonobo. Yeah. She'll adapt. She seems like she's unconscious. Is she unconscious?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
Tell me about the colony.
Interesting.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Phi Dan if you really must know.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Phi Dan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
Deflecting. Okay. All right. Everything seems weird here.
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Okay, so the doctor was killed. This guy became the medic.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
I got extra codex points for looking at his computer. Does nobody password protect their computers in this world? Can I just like walk up to any computer and...
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
This is the guy who needs food.
With Varen meat, but it's too dangerous.
Oh fuck! We
the
have to go hunt Varen.
He's mad, rabid,
I forgot about
totally
this.
Uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have
yeah.
a ship.
Why
I can
not
bring in
do that?
supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
Tell me about Zeus
what's going on in the colony
colony
generally?
Or it was. But you should speak with Phi Dan. He is our leader.
Everybody directs me to
Phi
Phi Dan.
Dan. Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Phi Dan.
I have to go.
Everybody directs me to Phi Dan in a like really super interesting way. Like in an overtly obvious way. Oh hell yes, manual override. I love this shit. There we go. While decrypting these logs, you found something suspicious. Several months' worth of human rations were delivered to an uncharted world in the Voyager cluster. The logs aren't clear, but it appears they may have been dropped off somewhere in the Amazon system. That sounds like a planet that I could go investigate with my Mako. God damn it. Alright, so I walked through that building. Is that a dead person? Is she dead? I can't talk to her.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship. making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
What,
Are you the captain of this freighter?
Not
what ship
originally.
is this?
The captain died in one of the Geth raids. I'm the last crew member. We shouldn't even be here. The Solarian merchant promised us a fortune. I wish... I suppose it could be worse.
Could it? Hi, Eve. Thank you for joining us. It's super late where you are.
What's wrong with the ship? Isn't she space-worthy?
There's too much damage. Maybe if the Geth stopped attacking, I could fix her. Then again, if there were no Geth, I might just stay on a while.
It's a
What do you know about the
catch-22.
colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
What do you mean?
Will we get
It's hard
information?
to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Fidan. He knows the colony better than me.
So everybody
Goodbye.
wants us to talk to Fidan.
Good luck out there.
Davin does what he can. Our food will run out.
They'll try to rebuild the command post soon enough.
What do you think,
They
Liara?
tried to build a life here. But now all they have are ruins.
What do you think, Tali?
These colonists may not have much, but this is their home. They will fight to the death to defend it.
That seems appropriate for someone of her background. Oh shit, did I just... No, I don't want to go that way. That is just a path that leads me around in a giant circle to another inaccessible place. That would take me back to Fidan. If I wanted to do that.
Nice work with those.
Was there a
Geth.
person down there?
Glad you
Oh,
showed
shit.
up.
I didn't even see her.
I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Fuck, Stash. Yeah, yes, it's true.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top
We have
of the line
extra
ship
power
doesn't
cells.
Use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
God damn it. I thought ever since Apollo 13 we used inter-swappable compatible parts.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
Okay, so we're looking for power cells
I'm sorry,
and
but I can't
food.
stop
We're
to
gonna
talk.
hunt some
I have to deal
Varen.
with the water shortage.
And
Is
there's
there
a
anything I can do?
water
The utilities
shortage.
building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I have a ship fueled and ready to
Look
go.
at how many
I can bring
solutions
water
that
in.
I have.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
I'm not going to tell her to do it herself.
Tell
I
me
do
about
want to
the
hear about the colony, though. Don't just
We are a
tell me to
small
talk to
group,
Fidan.
Part of a larger colony. Before the Geth attacked. You should speak to Fidan. It's his responsibility.
God
He
damn
knows
it.
the colony best.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Fidan or one of the others.
Okay.
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
What about these guys?
Thanks for your
These
help.
are unnamed characters. They're not going to tell me anything
I'll
interesting.
try to keep an eye on things. I don't know how long we can hold out while their command
Okay.
post is intact.
Okay, food, water, power cells. The only one of those that I know like the obvious solution to is food. I can go hunt Varen, right?
Commander, what can I do for you?
No, wait, go back. Strange
of the colonists are
behavior.
acting
What's the
strange.
deal with this?
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
Sergari says, I wonder if people would remember the Mako more fondly if it was only used in the mission world sections. I think they would. I think that, honestly, the Mako... I think there's two things wrong with it. One, The physics, I don't want to say they're poorly implemented, but they're not well designed. They're not tight. I mean, they're not tight in the way that if you look at, you know, the physics in Super Mario Brothers, which are not realistic, but they feel really good to play. The Mako doesn't feel like that. The Mako doesn't feel tight. But there's also a problem with the, like, these exploration planets that you go to and you just sort of drive around, and the terrain is really uneven, and you're sort of like looking for things to do, and that discovery process is also uneven. Sometimes you find interesting things and sometimes you just really don't. I feel like that whole section is problematic, and that gets bundled up in people's associations with the Mako, which is why I think there's so much negativity. It's not good. Like, even on the mission sections, it's not good. But I feel like if it was limited to just the mission sections, first of all, there would be less of that negative association that people would carry with them. And secondly, I think that there's actually some, like, negative design, some you know, unfortunate design that there wouldn't be so much of. When we talked about combat versus story segments, we called the combat a crucible. But this seems pretty Crucible-y too. Less crew character movement, more worldy stuff. Does that happen often, or is it only this one time? No, it happens, like, pretty significantly in each chapter. So the Liara chapter, thinking about this game as, like, there's an introduction, there's 3 chapters, and then there's, well, it's be unfair to call it a conclusion. There's 3 chapters, and then there's Vermeer, which is a chapter itself. Like, it is pretty separate from the conclusion, but the non-linear part of the game is these 3 worlds that are bookended by the introduction and Vermeer. And in each of the 3 worlds, the pattern is that there's quite a bit of story. It's not just pure combat. It is a whole sort of, like, narrative segment that you are experiencing. Liara is really the exception to that. First of all, because you gain a character out of it. Second of all, because it's much shorter than the other 2. And thirdly, because there's no one else there. You go and you find Liara, you have a short conversation with her, you solve a couple of environmental puzzles, and then you fight some Krogans, and that's it. Whereas here, we're going to interact a fair bit with all of these colonists. And then when we go to Noveria, there's significantly more conversation and diplomacy and, like, doing stuff. Sorry, Jason. Twitch is misbehaving. So, I mean, this is Pharos is actually, like, it's a better model for what these chapters look like. And Vermeer is going to be more combat heavy than you know, Pharos is, but it still has a significant amount of, like, okay, so dissecting each of these chapters. You land, there's some kind of a combat. In Pharos, there's, like, a fair bit of it, and then you're in the colony. In Noveria, it's very, very short. There's just a little bit of combat, and then you're in the colony. In Vermeer, there's a whole long Mako section where there's, like, a lot of combat before you get to the, like, now you are settled and there's a stable position with people to talk to. And then you sort of talk to people, they all have problems, you go between them to solve some of their problems, and some of their problems require you to explore outside of the sort of little conversation area. And eventually you have enough to do that you go off, and, like, there's a specific quest for you to take on. And you do that, and you complete that, and you come back, and there may or may not be a showdown. I forget in Novaria. In Novaria you just go off. There's like a whole big thing. There's a whole arc there. There's a climax. There's a showdown, and then you come back to the main colony. In Vermeer, same thing. You're just like taking people with you as you like head towards the ending, and then night jet lag, and then there's like actually a final chapter. There's a conclusion chapter. So, I mean, when we talk about combat being a crucible, and when we talk about these chapters being combat, they're significantly more than combat. There's a lot of story in them as well, but they're quite distinctly separated from the story that takes place on the ship. In between chapters, when you're just talking, it's purely conversation with characters that you are familiar with, presumably, and that you build a relationship with over time. Each of the chapters is self-contained. Yeah, Sergari says, in many ways it feels like Therum, where we got Liara, I don't even know the name of that planet, is meant to still be part of the Citadel sequence, and then the game opens up on Pharos, Novaria, Vermeer. I 100% agree with that. It's weird to me, it's really weird to me that getting Liara is part of that optional sequence. It feels like, from a strategic standpoint and from a narrative standpoint, that is obviously the first thing that you should do. There's no question. You should not go to Novaria. You should not go to Pharos. You should go get Liara first. And if you don't, like, there's something a little bit broken about that narrative. Okay. Tell me about the colony. Everybody who I ask about the colony tells me to come talk to you.
Even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place. Unlike anything I've experienced before.
I could evacuate you. That seems like a really good idea.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous. And I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
That's foreshadowing.
What else can you tell me about Exogeny?
Exogeny funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
It's just the three things, right?
Geth destroyed.
Well, and
Arcelia's
also
right.
killing the Death.
There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power.
So food, water, and power,
I'm
those
not
are
sure where
my
we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseas.
optional? I'm not sure how optional they are. I think they're optional. They're certainly side quests. Killing all of the Geth is the main thing that I need to do, and solving these other problems is if not incidental, then it's sort of secondary to that. Yeah, Gavin, so yeah, when I played Mass Effect, I just really wanted to skip the on-world political stories and go to the interpersonal ship stories. I just wanted a high-budget dating sim, I guess. I felt the same way, and I thought really hard about, what are our alternative structures that give you the same sort of crucible effect that I think is really crucial to the way that this game is structured. without requiring you to take so much time to go to these other planets and engage, not just in combat. I keep saying that, like, it's, you know, you go to these planets and engage in combat, but it's not just that. It's also, there's a fairly dense political narrative on each of these worlds where you have to, like, you know, talk to people and do stuff, which is not, I mean, that's fun. Like, there's fun in that, but it's a different way of engaging with the game than the essentially just dating sim that is the you know, intercalary scenes, and there's something a little bit about, like, that switching over mode of engagement, where I don't know, I feel like it can be a little bit disconcerting, and I'm not surprised that on a first playthrough you might find it disconcerting, because I also did.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Pharos in general.
Of course, Commander.
I just wanted to see what that another topic would do.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Can I talk to this this other
I'm
person?
grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
What the fuck does that mean?
I get the feeling you don't like me.
How would you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government organization that ever promised to keep you safe? They should have sent a small
Fuck,
fleet.
I'm
Instead,
military.
we get one ship.
I'm a representative
And you're
of the
only
government.
interested in the Geth.
I didn't even think about that. But aren't you privately funded?
Jenny?
Very little. I work there as a security officer. I know they were looking for artifacts and anything of value. That's what they do. They fund the colony. In return, we help them uncover buried treasure. It's definitely not as exciting as they make it sound.
Valiant Venture, my regular schedule for play-by-play this semester, because I'm kind of on a semester schedule, based on the you know, the fact that I work at a school. This semester it's been Thursdays at 9 p.m. Pacific, and that's been pretty regular. It's gonna be I'm doing it this week. This Thursday there will be an episode, and that might be the last one of the year, just because then things are happening. And then next semester, it's a little bit up in the air, whether it's going to be like Wednesdays or Thursdays and exactly what time. But yeah. The Mass Effect streams have been separate from that. I've just been playing Mass Effect and streaming whenever I sort of have a chance. But I do have a regular time. I'm curious about this person who hates me.
I'm a rent-a-cop. I was hired to keep kids from writing graffiti on the walls at Exogeny. Then all this happened. I wasn't trained for this. I didn't ask for it. I just wanted to end.
Right now it's 10:30 Pacific time, if that helps you calibrate. This is all fine. I'm gonna go. I forget how I get power and water. I feel like getting food is straightforward. Because I'm gonna go into the tunnels and hunt Varen until I get enough food. But so this is power. I'm just looking for power cells, I guess, and then
still no water. Colony needs water to grow.
I want you to tell me.
The colony can't afford to lose any more of us. We're just too vulnerable.
Okay, so I must have missed exactly when she told me, like, but I think that this is all of the solutions to all of my problems are out in the tunnel somewhere, and nobody wants to go in there because it's too dangerous. So they're gonna send me, which makes sense because I'm a fucking soldier and I have a strike team with me. So we're gonna go into the tunnels, and am I not saving? I thought isn't that the save button? Wait, hold on. First of all, let me save. And then secondly, What the fuck happened to my save button? Ah, no. Just go back. Go back. Controls. F6, isn't it? What? F6, quick save. No. F6, do it. There we go, save completed. Okay. So we're gonna go into the tunnels. What does that mean? I'm currently headed this way. I went up stairs down to tunnels. Let's go that way. Okay, stairs down to tunnels. We're gonna go this way. So I'm just thinking there's an interesting conversation structure that sort of happened here. We've got three really obvious side quests, right? We've got three things that we need to do for this colony in addition to killing all of the Geth, which is represented to us as the main thing that they want done. But those three quests, our main point of contact guy, our Fidang, like lists them out as like, I need you to kill all of the Geth and also do these three things. And then we go out into the colony and there's sort of a point person for each of those missions that we can talk to who gives us more information about what's actually involved in doing that. But everybody that we talk to in the colony, and then I guess there's a couple other people. There's somebody with the lady who's dealing with the ship, and the dude who's in the bunk with his wife who's sick. But everybody that we talk to refers us back to Fidan, which gives us a very obvious way of like interacting with the colony as a whole. And the reasons for that, sort of plot-wise, are going to become obvious later on, probably not tonight. Oh shit, look at the fucking Geth. But they, regardless, that's an interesting structure. It's a very hierarchical structure, right? Which makes it really easy for me to interact with the system. That's nice about Pharos, actually. And Novaria, you don't have quite the same thing. You have it a little bit. Like, there's a dude who is your point of contact, who's in charge of like the main mission that you have to do. But then a lot of the side missions are separate from that. You go off and you talk to other people and they give you these side missions, and there's not the same sense of like all of this is tied together and collected in the same way. I want cover is what I want. How do I get cover? Here, where is everybody? Can I like, oh fuck. You, can I just kill you? Just die.
This should slow them down.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is no good. This is no good. I'm bad at everything. Guys, thank you for, backup dudes. Thank you for killing everybody for me, because that's extremely useful. Ah, god damn it, my reload button that just throws a grenade. I'm glad that I have some grenades to spare. Okay, great. Even now, I want to hit R. I just want to hit it. I'm going to press F6 instead. Every time I want to hit R, I'm just going to press F6. Oh, oh. It is being suggested to me that I change keybinds, which is super smart because I hardly ever use the grenades, and I press the button for it all the time. I hope that's not a key that does anything else. Okay.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely other things active as well.
God damn it. Bombs. Okay, shock trooper. Can we disable this guy's weapons? Ah, so very close. What is this, assassination? Why can't I see? Why am I no longer getting targeting on anybody? Oh, shock trooper. There we go. That was just a terrible shot. Shepard, take a better shot.
Perimeter clear.
Why F6? So R is my default like there is a lull in the action button, right? As soon as there's a lull in the action, typically in a game I would hit R to reload my weapon. Like that's what I do during the downtime, even if combat is going to restart very quickly. In this game, there's no equivalent to that, right? When there's a brief lull in the action, there's nothing that I need to do. I'm just waiting for the cooldowns to take effect. What I could do, if it is a more than brief lull in action, is quick save. Like that's as soon as combat's over, my instinct is to quick save, which is not.
The system has not yet activated. I do not believe we are finished yet.
We
should
find
look for
another
another
valve. It's not exactly equivalent. Like it's not true that in every case where my instinct is to hit R, I should quick save, but a lot of the time that's true, and every time, basically when I want to hit R, I should either quick save or the system will not allow me to quick save because I'm still considered mid-combat. Okay. So Varen don't have weapons or shields, so pretty much none of my abilities are going to be useful. But I can shoot things, with my sniper rifle, except you guys are better at this. Like, use your superpowers. No, Liara, did you just die? Why didn't you use your superpowers? Fuck. Okay. Tali doesn't even have superpowers. Well, now we're fucked. God damn it. Alright. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna shield boost. I guess I need to take out a real gun. And then we're gonna probably want to Unity. Thank you, Liara. That's what I wanted you to do this whole time. How do I heal? It's F. Let's heal everybody. Am I stuck? I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, there's still somebody active up there? Why am I crouched? Stop crouching. Shepard, come on. Yes! This dude. The fucking alpha. Somebody take care of him, please? Like that? Oh, damn. What is this? Stasis? Yeah, stasis him. I'm gonna run over here. Oh, good God! This guy really likes to kill me. Alright. He just wants me to use a real weapon, which I don't want to do. The Varen falls dead, riddled with slugs. This must be the alpha male, the pack leader of these feral scavengers. What a fucking interesting system this is. So, I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before. This is basically a plot event was triggered by the death of an enemy, and in order to manifest, in order for us to understand what just happened, plot-wise, it popped up a text message. Which is, it feels really out of character for the game. But I understand it, because the game doesn't have any really super intrusive messaging systems that it can use for this kind of an event. Like, I'm trying to think of what is something in keeping with the systems that we're already familiar with that could communicate what just happened. And the best that I can come up with is to have one of the secondary characters have a conversation like node about it. But what we've established as the way that secondary characters communicate with me is that they just like clear their throat, and then if I decide to talk with them, they'll say something interesting. But it's very easy for, I mean, that's entirely optional. It's very easy for me to ignore that. I feel like so the two options that they have is either they pop up this text message, or they similarly like force a dialogue, like there's a scripted dialogue event that happens with one of the secondary characters, which would feel maybe just as odd, just as intrusive, because that's also something that doesn't happen. Like, that's something out of the ordinary. And so yeah, interesting. One opinionated says the completion messages show up for side quests. I'll be interested to see how consistent that is, because have I just not done any side quests yet? I don't remember seeing that as something that like has happened in the past. Sometimes the characters talk independently of you, like in the elevators. Elevators are pretty much the only time that happens, though, in this game. In later BioWare games, they definitely develop a system of characters having independent dialogue, and it's very well done. Like, I think it's an asset to the games. But what do I have? Turian armor and an assault rifle? Okay. Power cells! Fuck yes, look at that. I got power cells, and I got probably all of the Varen, whatever I needed from the Varen. I killed all the Varen. First aid interface 3. Yeah, I might need to do a little bit of inventory management now. Phasic rounds, radioactive rounds. Ooh, heatsink 3. Okay, what do I have? I care about my sniper rifle. How do I... Oh, here we go. Heatsink 1, I can improve on that. And then Hammerhead rounds 2, I feel like I can improve on that too. Hammerhead is physical force, radiation sickness, those are poison rounds. Bypass kinetic shields, interesting. Chem rounds, I think, are versus humans or organics. Anti-personnel rounds 2. What am I using now? Hammerhead 2? Let's go with chem rounds. Okay. Back? How do I go back? Back. And then my armor is what I wanted to look at, I think. Right? I have first aid interface 1. I can upgrade that to first aid interface 3. We will be doing that. Do I have anything for this? High explosive. Sure, why not? And then my Omni tool. No, wait. Oh, I have no. There's no slots. Great. Cool. So I think that I just completed 2 side quests. Notably, I only got 1 pop-up message, but of course only one of those side quests was completed with combat. And then, oh shit, there's a Geth transmitter over there. I guess I should go check that out. Look at those guys. Oh, fucking snipers. Yeah. What are you? Oh, Geth assault drone. Somebody else take care of that, please. Sabot overload. Oh, damn it. Oh, I kind of like how this works. They can't get out of the door? Is that what just happened? I used the wrong thing. And then I did not take cover properly. Guys, I like your spirit. I like the way that you just charge in like that. That's great. B meat shields. Oh no, there's more guys. Just go. Just keep going. Just like good job. Oh, Liara died. Okay, all right. Maybe I should equip a different weapon. I really don't want to though. Oh, yeah, no, I really should. Yeah, that was a mistake. All right, let's try to be a little bit better. I feel. Wait, where's this thing? Oh, because I don't. It's sniper. Dude, Shepard. What's your deal? What's going on? Why are you sucking? Do things that I ask you to do. Okay, that's all fine. I guess. I'm gonna wait for... No, I guess everybody's shields have recharged. And I can't quick save. But I can heal everybody up, so let's do that. And I can get everybody's shields up. So we're gonna do that. And that was somebody on the other side of a wall? Maybe? Can we kite these guys? Will they come out? Maybe? Yes. They totally will. Fuck. Great. Good start. We got one of them. at no cost. I can't see anything behind. Okay, that was painful. What'd she say? Shield's disabled? Okay, Liara's dead, but I have this sweet Unity power. Did that not work? Did I do Unity too fast? Fuck. Oh, I didn't do Unity, I did Assassination. I like shooting them when they're down. Great. +1 metagel. I guess I auto loot their corpses.
Negative contacts, Commander.
There we go. There's an auto loot feature that I didn't realize. Hey, look at how this room is set up for tactical cover-based combat. That sure would have been a good place for me to actually conduct that fight, right? Guys, do you wanna... Is this... Oh shit, there's not even a hitbox on that thing. Oh, it does have hit points though. Can I get these guys to shoot at it? Nope, I sure can't. Okay, now it's possible that completing that objective caused more enemies to spawn behind me, because that's how games work sometimes. Alright, where am I going? I want to go back to camp, which is to the right. Oh no, I actually kind of want to explore this way because I know that there's stuff.
Kill them all!
Kill them all! Jesus, Tally! That's a hell of a... That was fun. I like battles that are short and go well. Oh shit, I can't save. Is there somebody still alive?
Perimeter secured.
I just gotta wait for them to say it.
You don't want to go down there.
Who is this person?
Down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. No!
Wow.
Very intense.
Yes, it's being pointed out to me that Tally's people have a history with the Geth. That's very true. It should not be surprising that she would be bloodthirsty about this.
What's the matter with you?
What's going on with this dude?
Invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for, looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! Ah! Trying to get to the... Dying!
This is interesting.
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
This... Oh, God, Tally, that's such a... practical view of things. I can hear that attitude coming from the flotilla, like, you know, the sort of forced practicality, the necessity based culture, I guess, of that.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now.
It's neat how, like, he was literally stopped from naming the thing that that he's fighting against. Right? He tried twice, and it's not. I don't know that it's clear if you don't know that that's what's happening. I guess it is. I guess it's pretty straightforward.
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle, time's up. Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
He just can't name it. He can't tell you what it is. Oh shit. Look out. Something's happening. Probably combat. Jason's asking a couple of questions in the same question. First, it's the specific, do we either as a culture or a character feel like the Geth are legitimate as a species, race, culture, or whatever? And then sort of the more general version of that, do we have any prime directive about us at all? As a character who's a representative of Earth's military, is there any guiding principle that we are supposed to take into our relations with other species, especially the Geth? The Geth being a particular case that's of obviously particular interest to us right now. And the answer is, I think, surprisingly no. Like, there presumably should be some general guidelines as to how we are supposed to interact with people. And I would think, I mean, equating different species to different nationalities politically, there should be guidelines to how we are dealing based on how we're politically dealing with different species. I guess there should be guidelines to how we treat them as an ambassador, as an emissary, as a military force. Now, there's the one thing that I'll say about the Geth is that I forget how long it's been. I want to say like 200 years, something, you know, really significant like that. Probably since before the you know, before Earthlings were what's the word for the thing that you don't do in Star Trek? Can't think of it. Before they were, you know, uplifted, before they became a galactic presence, the Geth have been not a presence at all. They've been in their nebula, keeping to themselves. People knew about them, knew that they existed, knew where they were, but they didn't venture outside of their own little space. No, prime directive isn't the word that I was trying to think of. It's the word for when you maybe it is uplifting. I feel like there's another word for it though, and maybe it probably depends from it varies from science fiction author to author, but there's a word for when a higher species intervenes in a lower species society and in a way that dramatically improves their technology so that they can become part of the galactic community. It's something like uplift, or it's not ascend. Ascend is self-driven. There's something. It's a word that really, maybe it's uplift. I don't know. Anyway, something bad is about to happen. I certainly fucking love that I can pause this game in combat. That is a thing that I enjoy. All right, let's do some singularity. Not there. like there. Did you not do it? I told you to do a fucking singularity. What's the deal? No, on this person. Here. Ugh, you're the worst. Come on. Come out, come out, come out. Liara died again. Let's do some shield shit over here. And then I guess I'm gonna do that. Nobody's coming out. Where's the gunshots coming from? Wait, I literally don't understand where those gunshots are coming from. I don't see anything. Somebody firing from inside. Oh no, that's Tali firing at. I see. Oh. Okay, good. I've leveled up a couple times now, haven't I? Let's do that. Let's do level up. 4 points. Okay, so my conversation options are all done. I'm gonna do advanced, assassination, and then I can get to advanced all of these Unity options. I've been using Unity quite a lot, so let's maybe do that. I'm taking a not. Oh yeah, I should make Liara put her barrier up. I think she probably does. I feel like she auto does that most of the time. I'm going real hard on specific branches of this tree. Unlike what I did at the beginning of Ori and the Blind Forest, which was to really... Oh shit, should I... okay, I've got stuff. Should I maybe equip some deals with people? What are these people using for, I mean, god damn it. Alright, so, armor, light armor. I guess that's all I've got. Is, oh no. No, that's Turian. Onyx isn't especially better. But I certainly can give her an armor upgrade to something like armor plating, which maybe will help. And Tali, that's better. And maybe get like some shock absorbers? Yeah, why not? Okay. I'm not going much longer, guys. I'm gonna go, let me see if can I get back to, Jesus. Can I get back to camp? That's the Geth transmitter that I already killed. Pretty sure. Collapsed highway section. I can see if I can turn shit on. Is there something down here that I could turn on that I didn't already do? Like this thing? Open valve. Fuck yes, look at that. So again, I just completed a side quest and it didn't pop up a text message telling me that like now you hear water rushing through the pipes or whatever. It's you know, it certainly signaled to me in a way that I understand that I completed something. It gave me a sound. I think that's my level up sound, isn't it? Isn't that the same sound that plays when I level up? So that's some kind of an accomplishment sound effect. And it gave me a pop-up that said I got experience points. And that was enough to signal to me that like I completed a side quest.
There, that did it. The system is active.
And there we fucking go. Then Tali has a dialogue option. So it makes me wonder about the Varen thing. There's a couple possibilities that I see. One is there's nothing. One is that That is a problem that came up in playtesting after the voices had already been recorded. That's what it feels like, and I don't know if that's true, but I'm not sure why the Varen thing wouldn't have gone exactly like this. It plays an accomplishment sound effect, it gives me experience points, and one of my companions says something that clearly indicates that side effect is now that side quest is now completed. Instead, it pops up text, which I don't feel like that was particularly informative. Oh, but again, okay, so Sirgari points out the text messages are popped up when a combat objective is completed as opposed to an interaction objective. And that's true. That was the only specifically combat triggered objective that we triggered. And I could see how at the very end of combat, or I mean even presumably if there's a combat objective, it's not necessarily the end of combat. It could happen mid-combat. Then to have we play an accomplishment sound, we give you experience points, and we have a character say a line is not enough to convey what just happened, and or feels really out of place. Certainly the character saying a line could feel really out of place depending on what's going on in combat. And then the sound effect and the experience points would not, like I could easily pass over that while combat is going on and not recognize it or not understand it. Okay, so I opened all the valves. I just completed my 3 side quests. I'm gonna go back
Hostile contact.
And look at how completing side quests has caused enemies to respawn in areas that were previously empty. Let's fucking shield everybody up just cuz. Jesus Christ. And then I don't know, I don't like that guy, the destroyer. I don't like him having weapons. And he's in stasis, so I can't kill him. Okay. Good to know. Now you're not in stasis anymore. I understand what's going on. Okay. Mostly blow up, please. Everybody dead? They are? You want to say it? Perimeter is secure? Anybody? Anybody? Perimeter is secure? Alright. We're just not going to say it this time. Pretty sure this is the way back home. I'm going to go upstairs. Are there more enemies? I'm curious if it's just gonna throw that one obstacle at us. It seems like it is, and then we keep going. Our return path is fairly long. You know what? I bet I'm not supposed to do this. I bet I'm doing this wrong, because I have some knowledge that once oh, look at this. Promethean Skyway. No, maybe that's where I go next. I have some knowledge that, like, the main quest, there's, like, a significant bit of shit that I have to do, and shit will go down. Because it turns out everybody's being mind-controlled. But, I feel like I've completed these side quests. I sort of want to go, and turn that in, right? That's a very MMO style.
What can I do for you?
Way of interacting.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels.
Oh, sweet! I did that. I did all 4 of the missions.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your
I didn't even realize
You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
Okay, you do, but you're not gonna acknowledge it. I'm gonna need to go and talk to all of the individual quest givers. So let's do that.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed
Alpha
the
Male's
big
dead.
Baron. The rest are yours.
Except for all the ones
I'll
that
organize
I
a hunt when
already
the immediate
killed.
threat of the Geth is
Which was
gone.
all of the ones I could find. Oh, fuck. Should I ask him to pay up? No, I'm playing on an easy difficulty. I'm gonna not be that... Oh, no, I should. Because there's no downside to gaining renegade points. So this is just a... Fuck. This is just a role-playing decision, right? Strategically, the correct thing for me to do is say just pay up. That's going to give me either credits or renegade points or both. Right, all of that is positive. But I feel like Commander Shepard isn't in this for... Isn't that mercenary?
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's
Oh,
not
look at
much,
that.
I know, but it's
Look
all
at
we
that.
can spare.
He gives us something anyway. And we get 8 Paragon points for not demanding it. Right? That's kind of neat. You know what I hate about this conversation? This has done this twice to me now. Is it breaks the 180 rule. So, look at where I am. I'm gonna... Here's a map. Well, no, that's fucking confusing. I'm gonna... Everybody come with me down here far enough that we can turn around and go back this way and look at a map. So we are all facing east now. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Oh shit, it didn't do it. Alright, so when I talk to him and it goes into conversation, then when I exit conversation over here facing west. And this tunnel, this little corridor is so similar. I mean, it's so samey, it's not well differentiated, that I get confused every time. It's only because this is a really short corridor and that's a long corridor that I'm able to orient myself at all. What's this other little exclamation point that's on my screen here? Oh, is that Fidan? I guess once I do all of these things, I should go back and talk to Fidan and tell him that I've solved all of the problems that he has in his whole colony.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up.
You're welcome.
I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Check out these
Found
power
these power
cells.
cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours.
Bonobo, you're great.
Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
I think I just got 8 Paragon points. I'm not sure if that's showing me status from the previous mission. I guess I got 8 Paragon points just for helping out the
now we just
colony,
need to deal with
right?
the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again, Commander.
So Roto, modal dialogue solve everything. Yeah, it's especially at the last minute, right? Modal dialogues are almost never the right decision, but they are an easy decision that can work at least somewhat. And so I find that is a solution that gets implemented when there's not enough time to go back and redesign the systems that are broken to work correctly, to give the right kind of input. Yeah. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Oh no, he doesn't care about anything.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
No, that's not what I mishit that button. That was the wrong button.
Commander?
Talk to me about the man in the tunnels.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
Really?
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck.
All right. That is good. That's a good place for me to stop. I'm gonna save my game. And that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining me. I will be around on Thursday to play a new game on Play by Play, whose name I do not exactly remember, but it actually looks really interesting. I'm curious to see what we think of it. And then we'll see. There may be secret Mass Effect plays other times. I don't know. It's just gonna have to wait and find out. Have a great night. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.